Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three new stories, two from Tigray, third one from Somalia. A key meeting ongoing in Mekelle, Tigray's capital. When did it start? Is it related to the developments in Western Zone? Uh, Slamthi, Volkait. I did a video a few hours ago about the movement of Tigray fighters there. Secondly, Axom Airport going to be operational. Flights arriving on the airport reportedly. Thirdly, Somalia viewers, where Al-Shabab this morning launched a major attack on some military bases in Gulmudug regional state of Somalia. Heavy clashes ongoing in a town. Details for you in this video. Firstly, viewers, Tigray. This morning, I reported about the movement of Tigray fighters across Takaze River. They crossed Takaze River reportedly towards Misabre. Both parties have different names for these places. Each party has different names. Misabre, Misambre. So when I'm using these names, I don't know which party supports which name. So it doesn't mean that I'm supporting anyone. Tigray fighters managed to cross Takaze last night, and now they are to the left of Takaze River. They crossed from Endovagna towards Mesabre, uh, towards Voldiba. We'll update you in coming videos about the movements there. Meanwhile, a key meeting is ongoing in Mekelle Tigray's capital. Is this meeting linked to the attempt by Tigray fighters to expand their control to Slamthi, Misabre? Well, the meeting kicked off on Thursday. Today is day 3. And the meeting is basically it's meeting of TPLF Central Committee. In a few days' time, TPLF will hold general convention, which will be attended by party workers. Thousands will attend reportedly. Before that central committee is meeting, what is the agenda? No, but last week, a Tigray leader confirmed the divisions between groups in TPLF. Tikle Birhan Araya is his name. He's member of TPLF Central Commission, I think. He confirmed there are issues. I think other leaders too confirmed in the past that there are issues within the Tigray People Liberation Front. One group led by Debratsion, supported by Manjurino, other led by reportedly Getachew and others. So there are issues. Are the differences political or differences are deep? Because political differences are part of how parties operate. That is how they form their narratives. They hold discussions. People with different views come together and then they reach a consensus. The issues are about the dominance of particular individuals from particular areas. TPLF group from Adwa, from Enderta, from Raya, from Damian, all have been trying to be the main players in the party. Adwa group has been in control for years. Now Raya group seems to be flexing muscles. There are issues. This central committee meeting is addressing internal issues. So while central committee meeting was underway, Tigray fighters crossed Takaze. Definitely, between the central committee members are analyzing the situation in Salamthi too. Tigray interim government is also monitoring the situation. It would like to see the response, I think. What will be the response? How will Amhara forces respond? How will Amhara government respond? Obviously, ENDF is on Tigray's side. But what about Amhara Fano fighters? Will they make a move from Gondar towards Lamti, Misabre? Because they entered Sagade a few weeks ago. So that remains to be seen. Tigray is watching the developments very closely in Salamti as its forces are making big moves there. So let's see what happens. Rabin coming videos. Tigray interim government is holding some key discussions too. TPLF holding separate discussions, party level discussions. And some of the discussions are linked to the developments on attack as a river. Meanwhile, Axom airport is going to be operational. Flights arriving on this airport. The airport remained non-operational for almost 3 years. When Tigray forces withdrew from Axom in the first round of fighting, I think the airport became non-operational. Its runway was damaged too. Both parties accused each other. Tigray fighters back then and Ethiopian military accused each other of damaging the airport facilities, the runway especially. Uh, Now the airport is becoming non-op is becoming operational. Civilian flights are going to arrive on Axom Airport. Good news for Tigrayans. Why? Because Tigray can only resume economic activity if its links with other parts of Ethiopia are reestablished. Air links, road links, other links, economic activities with Afar, with Amhara, with Addis Ababa. That is how Tigray can recover. Otherwise, I did a video a few days ago, told you about a conference held in Tigray about how to stop migration. People fleeing, youths fleeing. They don't have job opportunities. They don't have any uh, bright future here. They're suffering. They cannot make both ends meet, so they want to go. Lastly, we are Somalia, where Hassan Sheikh government wants to take over. It wants all African troops to leave. It wants all Ethiopian troops to leave. But is it in a position to stop Al-Shabab? Al-Shabab is carrying out attacks wherever it wants to carry out attacks. No one is stopping Al-Shabaab, or the troops are trying to stop, but obviously sometimes they're outnumbered by Al-Shabaab, and Al-Shabaab attacks are very fierce attacks on the government forces. Since this morning, fighting ongoing in Al-Dheer. Al-Dheer is in Gulmudug regional state, Gulgudug zone. Al-Shabaab fighters laid siege to this town. They laid siege to the military bases, military camps of Somalia's federal forces there. Heavy clashes ongoing. Al-Shabaab has issued a statement saying that it has overran the Somalia's military bases in Al-Dhi town. Military silent, but pro-military sources say that the attack has been repelled. Al-Shabaab has lost 11 men, but confirmation awaited. This town, Al-Dheer, has changed hands several times in the past 2 years. Last year, Al-Shabaab was in control of this town. Then earlier this year, Somalia's forces recaptured town. Then Al-Shabaab carried out attacks on this town. They killed soldiers. They retreated. So several attacks in Al-Dhi town by Al-Shabaab fighters. Let's see. We're waiting for official word from Somalia's government. Can they repel this attack? And what would be the cost suffered by Somalia's forces in repelling this attack by Al-Shabaab? Al-Shabaab making big claims. Overall, Somalia's forces are in the early phase of organization. It will take years for Somali's military to be fully established, because just a few months ago, arms embargo was lifted. And secondly, Somalia's forces being trained in Egypt, in Eritrea, by UK, by Turkey. Somalia needs its own training structure so that all all the units of military could be under one command with similar training, with similar objectives and agendas instilled in their minds. Yes, specialized training is done abroad as well, but when so many countries are training different units of the military, then it's difficult to bring them under one command and to utilize them properly. So Somalia needs to train all its forces internally with an effective command structure. It will take some time for Somalia to establish a strong and cohesive military with command structure, which is able to control all the units. Thank you for watching.